Lance went on a medication binge to win the championship, but he got testicular cancer. He refused to accept his fate. The day after his surgery, he struggled to go to practice and compete. He didn't even make it out the door. He collapsed in his wheelchair. A month after the operation, he defied everyone's disapproval. He gritted his teeth and climbed onto the bicycle seat. But not only was he out of breath, he was easily overtaken by a passerby on the uphill climb.
Are we racing?
The taunt took the last of Lance's strength, but it fueled a fierce desire to win. He wanted to win. He wanted to win again, and he'd do anything to do it. He knew his body wasn't what it used to be. He knew he couldn't get back into the game with regular training. So he took up the idea of doping. This is the most powerful doctor in France.
Bevor Lenz got sick,
He helped another team finish in the top 3. Without the organizers finding any trace of it, Lance begged him to help himself. But the doctor thought he was too muscular. But the doctor refused the deal. I didn't realize that now, after Lance's cancer. After cancer, Lance had lost just the right amount of muscle. Soon after, the doctor gave Lance a shot of his newest discovery. Erythropoietin. It stimulates the production of red blood cells to maximize the production of oxygen.
with this,
Lance quickly returned to his pre-sickness speed.
or even faster.
But that's when a fellow traveler was parked, accidentally caught by the police a large amount of illegal drugs. He was disqualified from the race. Lance looked at the tragedy of his counterpart. Lance realized that he had to hire a more professional staff in order to cope with the increasingly stringent checks. To get closer to the championship, the first thing that came to Lance's mind was the coach of his previous team. He had a lot of guts.
Lenz trusted. The second one
Was the agent who used to hand Lance his business card.
he didn't have a big team,
But Lance could see the ambition in his eyes. He believed that if he gave them a chance, they could make it work.
and they didn't disappoint.
Soon they had a team of 9. They would have their players dope together
Bevor AG,
to make sure everyone was at their best. And when it came time to compete, all the riders would gather around Lance to make sure he's safe. And in the final sprint, they'll be there to keep Lance at bay and put him in the lead to win the race. With the double insurance of doping and teammates, Lance is unbeatable. He's going faster and faster.
and the shares from the crowd just got luder and luder.
No one could have imagined a patient who was in surgery for cancer 6 months ago could beat everyone to the title. And so it was. Lance finally realized his dream, but he wasn't satisfied, because what's even more tantalizing than winning is winning in a row. For the next few years on the tour, Lance used this method to retain his title. At the same time, he also touched the lives of countless people with his achievements and inspirational experiences.
Toured countless people.
He became one of the most influential athletes. But while he was basking in his fame and fortune, a reporter noticed something. Due to copyright issues, please watch the original movie on your own.